My name's Robert J. Watson. I go by Bob. I am a 1970 alumnus of Slippery Rock University, and today is my third retirement from Slippery Rock. A bittersweet moment, in a sense, celebrating the 125th anniversary, but in some way professionally saying goodbye to my alma mater. I'm fortunate in our family. I was the fourth generation to graduate from Slippery Rock. And I know earlier you met one of our daughters and her son, which we hope is the sixth generation to graduate from Slippery Rock. The one story I will share with you is, there are many. I'll share how I got my first job after graduating from Slippery Rock, because after being born and raised here, I certainly wanted to get out and see the world and travel, and so I applied for jobs out of state. There was a gentleman here from Annapolis, Maryland, who had spoken with our director of career services at the time, and he mentioned that he was going to be interviewing individuals in the Pittsburgh area, and he left his location, and any students who were certified in biology or chemistry could go down and file an application in Pittsburgh for Anne Arundel County Schools in Maryland. I showed up that day. It was in a hotel conference area. There were about, as I recall, at least 75, maybe 80 people there, all individuals looking for this teaching job in Annapolis area. And I started to talk with people, and there were people from Pitt and Carnegie Mellon, and there were people from Penn State, and there were people from California University and Edinburgh and IUP and a number of other schools. And we were all searching for the same thing, that one job. So the gentleman who was to do the interviews came in holding a large stack of folders, and he said, boy, I've got good news and bad news here. I've got good news in that we're hiring a secondary education biology teacher in our school district in Maryland, but the bad news is there were too many to interview, and I don't know really where to begin at this point. I'm looking at all these files and credentials, and all of you are very qualified to take the job. I'm not sure how to decide to choose who I even interview. And so he's starting to leaf through the folders, and all of the soon-to-be graduates from the different universities were kind of looking around at each other, hoping that we would be called for an interview. And he says, we have people here from Carnegie Mellon, and a couple people raised their hand. We've got people here from Penn State, and a couple people raised their hand. We've got people here from Pitt. And he paused, and he said, is there somebody here from Slippery Rock? And I raised my hand and I said, yes, I'm here from Slippery Rock. He said, there really is a place, Slippery Rock. I have heard of the school, but I just thought you were made up. He said, I never knew a place with a name like Slippery Rock actually existed. Now, this is in Maryland, and he should have known of that. But when I raised my hand, I have to tell you that there were a lot of students soon to graduate who kind of chuckled, if not laughed out loud. And he finally said, let's just start with you. And I went in for an interview, and about 45 minutes later I came back and I was hired. So the great thing about Slippery Rock, and we couldn't and the rest of the day talk about the good things. But the name is captivating. The name is unusual. The name is very special. And those of us who know the institution know that behind the name is just a great education, a great faculty, a great staff, a beautiful campus. And the way I look at it in life is there are Slippery Rock people, and then there's the wannabes in life. They want to be Slippery Rock people. So it's a great day, the 125th anniversary of this wonderful institution. My family has been part of it from the beginning, and I'm just very proud to be a cog in the wheel. Thanks a lot.